Hello friends, welcome. So one of my friends introduced me to a tool called Network Miner. So you can visit his site www.netrecscc.com. You can see on my screen. So this tool comes with a lot of options like live sniffing. Then you can do voice fingerprinting. Then there is a PCAP parsing option which is available. You can export the PCAP capture data to CSV or Excel. You can look at the geolocation of an IP address. So many options are available using this particular tool. So coming back to the actual tool. So if you look at the screen here, you can do all sorts of things like check broadcast, software loopback interface. So if you go to file and open one of the previously captured PCAP files, so you can export PCAP file that I'll show you shortly from Wireshark and then import it to this particular tool. So once you import it here, you can then check so many things which are related to the IP address, what is the OS, what is the net BIOS name, then frame details, file details. Then these are the frames which were traveling through the wire. So what is the Ethernet adapter MAC address? Then going to the files, now you can see all sorts of files those were shared on the network while accessing that particular URL. So you can see multiple files which are being accessed, and these are the HTML pages. Then these are the images those were available on that particular URL. So these were the images which loaded in the browser. Then moving to the credentials. Now you can see that this was an HTTP based website. So that's where credentials were clearly visible on the network. You can see the client IP, the server IP, then the protocol that was used, right? So username and password, as you can see here, was clearly visible. So it's pretty easy to grab a session on the network if the application or the server is not using any kind of encryption. Now moving to session, you can see that the port used was the port 80, port 23, then there was a SMB port 445 that was used, and we can see the DNS requests which were made on the network. So these are the DNS requests which were made. So the IP address of the DNS server, then the parameters we can see, parameters like user agent, host, user agent, authorization, right? So all sorts of things are clearly visible while you sniff the traffic using this particular tool called Network Miner. So things like this can easily be done if you have the right tool handy. So to make sure that your servers, your wireless devices, your network devices, or your applications or the web applications on the internet are not exposing any kind of credentials, you first need to check if your application is exposing that, and then you can recommend necessary security measures so that the same can be safeguarded. So with this, move on to the next session. Thank you.